Good morning, YouTube. Sexy man pajamas. We're still at the Tiger truck stop. I wanted to kind of slow down a little bit this morning and wait for Baton Road to clear out for morning rush. So that's what I did. I also want to update you. The merch site has been updated, and right now, 30% off everything. 30%. I don't know when this ends. I never know. I never get advance notice when these sales are coming up. They just pop up from time to time. So the designs that I kept is this one, a shirt and a hat. My Stars and Stripes CT logo. My university style designs, like that, because I really like that. The Keep It Simple Stupid design. My normal CT logo. And two of the multicolor in Truckers We Trust shirts. White on black or black on white. Or white on dark or dark on light. So, but then the hats, of course, we've got so many more. Let's go back here, go here. Click on, so you got t-shirts. I see hats, boom. The hats, yeah. I mean, you got hats with those designs as well. Hoodies, toboggans, flex fit trucker caps, bucket hats. So yeah, simplified down, simplified the shop. Oh, did I publish that? I did, right? Stop it. I did, right? Didn't I? Hey, where'd you go? Hey. I thought I published the Mama Jamma shirt, but apparently, maybe if I do a refresh, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Oh, it says right here, only 4 days left. 30% off everything. 30% off everything, y'all. 30% off everything. Anyway, all right. let's go buy that. Let's get Big Blue paid off. So I appreciate all the support, guys, and the people you help them buy merch, watching videos, liking, sharing, members, all that good stuff. We're going to go ahead and shoot over to the. I pulled in last night, man. They did some changes here since the last time I was here. They knocked the first row of parking, the entire first row of parking out, like 50 spots, and extended fuel lanes. That makes 0 sense at all. It's not like this place has ever got that much freaking trucks in line waiting for fuel. They don't need that much room for fuel lanes. They're going to hurt their bottom line. The less trucks there are, the less trucks are there to spend money. I wonder whose bright idea that was. Anyhow, that's about time for me to get, and I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks so much for all the support. Let's see what the trucking world has in store today, okay? Let's go.
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big Blue's humming, ready to run.
So I went inside, got some eggs, some hash browns, some sausage, and biscuits. I just took a bite of biscuit, and I immediately just started recording. I don't know how I feel about this. It's got good flavor, it's crunchy. The purpose of a biscuit is to have that crispy outside and the fluffy inside, right? And buttery. But she cut this biscuit in half and then grilled it. Like on a flat top. You can tell she just what she did because it's fried. Not what I expected out of a biscuit. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's new and it caught me off guard. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. But she did toast it in butter when she did that. So, surprising. I want to ask y'all a favor. If I have motivated you or influenced you in any way to move forward in your trucking life, whether it be getting a new truck or coming to Mercer, please use my referral information. This is my SFI representative. Tell her Larry Walker asked you to call her. And of course, on the Mercer application, just tell them either my name or my unit number, 24775. That's got to be done before any phone calls have been made. It's got to be done on the very first phone call for the referral bonus account. I appreciate you. Hey, let's talk about SFI and SFI at Mercer, for that matter, more importantly, because I get questions all the time in my comments asking how much you make. I won't answer that question in the comments. Now, I do get emails as well asking me questions. People are considering leaving their current situation, coming to Mercer. I had one, for example, yesterday. He had like a list of 8 questions, and I answer them. I didn't specifically say what I make, but he's like, can I make at least this a week? This particular guy said, can I make $5K a week with an SFI truck? And his payment's cheaper than mine a week, right? Now, I told him, if that's what you want to make a week, you can definitely make it here a week. I'm not going to, he asked for $5K. He said, can I make $5K? I was like, yes, you can make $5K a week here, plus, depending on how much you work. You just got to work. How much you want to be home. All those variables make a fact. I'm not going to say concrete answer. You will, but you can. Okay? Now, the part about the SFI payment. I've been transparent about this from the beginning. My payment is $1251.18, and that includes $145 managed maintenance account, MMA balance. That $145 a week. My actual truck lease is $1106.10 or some shit like that. $1106.18 is my truck lease. That's my lease payment. But with MMA, it's $1251.18. All right, I got over for you to pass, so you get the fuck up. Speed up, you little bitch ass. I got over for you to pass. You was riding my ass like it was like nothing. Jesus Christ, then you want to slow down. Four-wheelers. So yeah, with that said, listen, you can definitely make your money. But it's not easy, really. But also, I'll tell you, it was harder for me at first. Because, you know, that Friday payment's got to come out of your account. That Friday payment's every Friday, you have an SFI payment coming out of your bank account, right? Because Mercer and SFI don't work out payroll deductions. I heard a rumor they're trying to fit, they're working on it, but I don't know how they do that. But he also asked me if he didn't want to do paid after every load, could he do a weekly basis, which my response was, I'm not sure about that answer, but I can't imagine anybody not wanting to get paid after every single load. Why would you not want that? Everybody's got their reasons, I guess. But the point of this little segment here is it was hard for me at first because every Friday you got that deposit coming out of your account. And if it's not there, then there's an NSF fee added on top of your bill. You got late fees and shit, right? So I ended up talking to my account rep. Well, listen, loads don't always come out when we need them to come out. They come out when they want to come out. And I found myself avoiding loads because I knew I had to have that money in my account on a certain day. So I said, I'm going to stop thinking that way. She said, what do you mean? I said, listen, if I can't pay on Friday, 99% of the time it'll get paid on Monday because I'm taking that extra load that may go into Saturday or cover through the weekend, and I won't get paid for it until Monday because it's a good load worth waiting on. We discussed her with her, told her why and the reasons and the benefits, and she said, okay, no worries. So we worked out another payment system, which was great. Ever since then, where you stop worrying about, I got this payment coming out, and you can just worry about making revenue, that's when it changes. That's when it gets better. That's when it gets easier. The stress is no longer there. Oh my God, I got to take this $1,000 run that I can clear off tomorrow to get paid in time versus taking this $3,000 run that's going to go past Friday. You know what I mean? So, not worrying about the payment day as much as you are about worrying about gross. If you can worry about gross revenue over payment day, then that's when it makes the so much easier. So much easier. I'm not going to tell you what we worked out because I'm not sure how public that is, but we have it worked out. But if you can also go into the mindset knowing that initially, because I didn't. It took me a while to figure that out. It took me a while to learn that, right? It took me a while to make that happen, to build that trust, rapport, and so forth. And she had to get approval for us. So it's not like it's going to be a openly available thing, I don't think, to anybody. But we worked it out. Okay. I got a great rep. She don't want to see nobody fail. But she's like me. Communicate. I communicated, and I've communicated every step of the way ever since. If I'm going to make it Friday, I'm like, cool, it's ready for you to take. I'm like, or if it's not, I'm like, hey, it'll be Monday, maybe even Tuesday. Like this row, for example, I couldn't get a schedule to deliver on Monday, so tomorrow morning is when I deliver it. Tomorrow afternoon is when I'll send her payment. So again, communication is the key. Why are you in the middle? That's just crazy. I hate rumble strips that divide lanes. And why did you slow down? Why are you a dipshit? Yeah, so just know, having an SFI payment, it's not easy to make it, no matter where you're at. Some places are easier than others, but it definitely can be done. You just got to not want to be home every damn weekend. Unless you live in that honey hole location, you can't be home every weekend. You can't be home maybe once a month if you're lucky. It all depends on where you live. You heard me say it 100 times. There's so many variables when it comes to this stuff. You know, like what variables? There's so many I can't name them all. It's not a clean slate. It's not black and white. It just isn't. At least it ain't for me. And if there is a black and white area, then teach me the ways there, massa. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. SFI can be done. Not easy. If you have a great rep, communicate, tell the plan, develop a plan, and execute the plan to where everybody trusts everybody. That's what it comes down to. Remember that. Alright, I'm going to stop here in Gulfport. Fuel here is cheapest between here and Orlando, $5.84. I'm going to go ahead and top off the tanks because this should... I'm just under a half a tank. I'm like 3/8 of a tank on diesel and DEF. So I'm going to go ahead and top all 3 tanks off here because that'll get me to Orlando and back to Panama City before I got to worry about fuel again. And then I'm going to try to top off before I start heading north. Because the further north you get, the more expensive it's going to get. But I want to see what the QT price is here. You know, we don't get a discounted QT versus our discounted price of Flying J. I'm hoping they're comparable by just like a couple cents or something. And then if that's the case, I'll just fill up a QT and fill up my DEF at QT and save 60 cents a gallon there. So we'll see if QT fuel is less than $4.90, then I'll fill up there. Let's find out. Can't see because of these trees blocking all the signs. And coming out of QT, if I'm heading east, it's easier to get around. It's $4.99. That's 15 cents across about 60 gallons. So $1.50 for every 10, 3 for 20. It's about 18 bucks. Now, you get 10 gallons of DEF for $4.60 versus $6. $6 versus 18 bucks. I'm still going to QT just cause easier to get out. Oh, they've patched this place up, and actually looks pretty good. The Flying J. The lot looks nice and newly covered. All the fuel lines are open. How about the inside's nice and new too? That place has been under renovation for quite a while. So there's no yellow bag on that pump. There is not. So I was like, why is every other pump full and this one's not? There's no out of order sign on it. Okay. QT Quickie Trippy. Let's do it. All right, here's a nice, pretty bridge going through Pensacola. Not to Panama City, because I'm a dum-dum. Pensacola. A little windy today, so it's probably going to be windy over this bridge. So always stay in the middle. Always stay in the middle. Look, man. Look at all that. Beautiful. Feeling my trash box right there is going to trigger some of y'all. I'll throw that away tonight so you don't see it tomorrow. Come on, man. Y'all don't do it. Y'all don't have like a trash, like if you get like an Amazon package and it's like delivered to your truck and you got a box, you don't use it like to fill up the trash before you toss it? Come on now. A couple things fell over there. I got a little trash can right here, or not, well, not a trash can, but a box, but it's got some stuff that I use in that, but it's, I got paper towels and my air fresheners and my some cleaning wipes and stuff are all in that box right there. A couple things, I missed the box when I threw the trash in. You know, shut up, stop it. Somebody's gonna pick on something, I guarantee you. Man, oh man, look at that, look at that. There'll be be awesome just to be like right there, just right there. I don't care if you're fishing, man. Just give me a rod and a chair and a cooler full of beer. I don't care if I don't catch a thing. Put me right there for an entire day, and I am one happy country. I'm gonna need an umbrella, of course, if it's a hot day, because I don't want to burn to a crisp either. But man, when I was younger, we'd go fishing. I didn't give a shit, kind of thing or not. Yeah, of course, nice. You want to catch fish. If you want to catch fish, I go lure fishing. If I just want to throw water in the rod, and if something throw water in the rod. If I just want to throw a line in the water and just sit there, I use live bait. And if something hits, it hits. If it doesn't, I didn't give a damn. Alright, so we're at 122. So we got 120 miles before we get to 142. And that's where our planned stop is. Hey, I want to ask y'all a question. Let's talk about ads for a second. I've never controlled the ads that play on the videos. I don't do that. I check a button, YouTube decides when the ads pop up. But I do know I can control it. So my question is, how often do ads pop up for you? Now me, as a YouTube watcher, I bought premium over a year ago, and I got tired of paying $15 a month just cause, and premium went away. I can't watch a video with ads, and I can't be the only one, because a lot of them are non-skippable, and so many of them. So I went back to premium. So I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads. Now, the reason I'm asking, I want to know how often you see ads. Every 2 minutes, every 3-4 minutes, a couple minutes, beginning, middle, end, that's it? Are the ads overwhelming? Because if they are, I'm going to start taking over the ad placements. Yes, it'll probably hurt my revenue, but whatever. I know I'm not the only one who won't watch a video because of ad placement. And like I said, I don't control it. A lot of people who take YouTube like for a living, they make sure they have an ad every 3 or 4 minutes. So, if you get excessive ads, let me know how often, because I have an idea of how I can eliminate the excessive ads. I'm not going to say that yet. I will look at the response from you guys to see how often you get ads and base it off that. So we are at a Love's in Lee, Florida. We indeed did not have the time to make the TA in Lake City. Needed 60 minutes. All I had was 42 left. So there for a second I thought I could, but I couldn't. So we got this pesto chicken pasta salad. So we're gonna try it out. If I can get a bite of it. It's all packed in this cup so hard. Maybe I can get some pasta and some of this tomato. Maybe. I don't know. Went inside, used the restroom. Got this. And some brats. We got 14 minutes left to kill. 207 miles, 3 hours to go. We got 3 hours and 40 minutes left on our drive clock. We got a buffer. We're good. So we just left the Loves. We get right back on the interstate, and there's a weigh station right here, and it's open. So let's go through it. Oh, I get to bypass. Sweet baby, sweet baby. All right, 3 hours to get there, and we got 3 hours and 38 minutes to do it. Then again, we're going to beat that 3 hours because this is 1128 ETA. But again, it's ETA is based off a 70 mile an hour governed truck. I'll be going 74, 73, 74 the whole way. So we're good. Let's go. As long as we don't have any problems. All right, we're going through Ocala. 11 miles for the turnpike entrance. And another weigh station. Let's see what happens here. Is there a sign here for bypass? No, I don't see any lighted signs yet. Lighted messages, rather. I don't have a bypass system, so I got to go in. I don't have a choice. The sign says open. Damn it. Knocked off sometime. Right now our ETA is 11:23, but let's see how this goes. Knocked off about 7 minutes in the 125 miles. Taking me in, really? I've done nothing to you. Oh, it's back on. Fucking ABS light. Damn thing's been winking at me every so often through this trip. Comes on and goes off forever and ever, and it pops back on from time to time. Guess what's on right now? Damn ABS light. This will be fun. Green light. All right, give it a nice little wave. They don't give a shit about my ABS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It'll go off in about 3 or 4 minutes, I promise. It'll go off. It just keeps coming on and off. But it's off a hell of a lot more than it's on. And your bumper is right across that yellow line, buddy. Yeah, we could clip it. Well, not your bumper, but your deer guard. Alright. Back on the road we go. Hurrah! Alright, we are now 3 miles from our exit. We are 3.8 miles from our location. We're going to arrive there right around 11:20. We knocked 10 minutes off the trip over the past couple hundred miles. We started with a 30-minute buffer. We're going to end up with a 40 minutes left. So 10 miles, 10 minutes were shaved off the, or whatever. You get what I'm saying. Not no miles. Miles are what miles are. But I'll figure out what our total mileage. It might be close to a record day. I think our record's 769. Yeah, we're not going to hit 7. We're going to hit 750 plus though after today. That's all right. Let's ride in these last couple miles with me. I'll tell you that I am feeling a little tired. Had to take the toll road just to save an hour to get here on time. Forgot about the time change, so my initial plan was to not take the toll road. That added an hour to the trip, which is an hour that I lost coming over to East Coast time. I do that a lot, don't I? I don't account for the time change. Coming east. Going west, I do because I get time back. Going east, losing time kills me. Which is why I knew I could not do a 10 and get out here in the morning, because this open lanes that I have right now wouldn't have been open tomorrow morning. See, this right here is a toll booth. $7.40 for the 5 axles, toll bill by plate, plus a $9 fee on the Mercer end. But that $7.40 could also add an admin fee, it says. So I need to get my best pass set up so I know when tolls are coming out and how much they're coming out, instead of just kind of waiting for the deduction. I could have done that this past week, but you know what I did instead? I bought a new camera. Content, baby, content. If you just heard something smack the microphone, my apologies. That was my CB microphone smacking my freaking bill of my hat. I'm not sure if it hit my bill of my hat or hit the microphone or what it did. I just know it hit my hat. Since we've been here a few times before, we know exactly where we got to go. Now, if I was a 5 a.m.er, like a first thing in the morninger, I'd probably go ahead and set up in a dock. Which here, if I remember right, you got to slide the tandems and disconnect and pull ahead. I'm pretty sure that's this place. But since I'm at 8 a.m., I'm not going to back into a dock. But I am going to talk to them about it in the morning. Say, hey, if I do this again, which I'm sure I will at some point, could I just pick a dock and back into it? Whatever dock I feel like. So, I mean, there are probably a couple of them, at least one or so, in a dock back there right now. Stop sign got run over. Stop sign got run over by a semi-truck because it was in the grass across the curb. It was nowhere near the road, but the truck said, "You're out of luck. I'm going to run your ass over anyway." Crank his window down a little bit. Nice temperature. We are on scene, Trucker Pass says. What's the weather? What's the temperature say right now? Blue says it's 69 degrees out there. A little humid, but Florida, of course. Now just follow how I got here. This is Carrier and on Vista Drive in Orlando. So if you ever do come here, just do what I just did. Come into that one spot, and then go around bust the left when you first see the trucks, or some trucks, and go around the back side of the building. That's Amazon on that side. The other side, Carrier's back here. Oh yeah, also, so when you type in the address, you're not going to see Carrier come up like in your GPS. It'll say Amazon. So just come to that Amazon, and it'll bring you right here. Yeah, there's a Landstar in the gate, in the dock right now. Door's still closed, so he hasn't like set up completely. When you come to check in, this door right here to your left, immediate left, is where you check in. There's doors open, so let me ask somebody if they'll let me, if it's okay if I went ahead and just docked. That way I can sleep until they're done. I'll feel them start unloading me for sure. Let me do that. Ooh, guess what he said I could do? He said, pick a dock, any dock you wish. You are allowed to open your doors. Put the paperwork in the back. And just back up to it. And I was like, sweet. Means I can sleep. And once they start unloading me, I will fill it. He even said, hey, if you want to maybe go out and get you some food or something, just drop your trailer, leave it here, and go bobtail and get you some food. I'm like, maybe, but that's not going to happen. But I was just thanking him for the information, of course. So we're going to go on 56. All right, that's perfect docking. We're in Lake Flynn. We are now. Notification, HOS violation alert. No. Anyhow, that's it. We're in the dock, 11:30. Went off duty at 11:35. Yeah. So we can't go back on. We can't leave out of here till 9:35 at least. Full 10. But we're good. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, guys. Oh, how many miles we do today? Logs. Today. Forms. 712. Okay. Thought it was a little more than that. Felt like more. Anyway, thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. I will see you tomorrow.